Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2022 in another part of our Aston Martin Road to Glory career mode. Today we've got the big one, the Miami Grand Prix. We've got two big upgrades in the pipeline. This could be the race where we actually score some points. Fingers crossed. That's certainly what I'm hoping for. In the last episode, we had a positive one. We brought in Nico Hülkenberg to replace Lance Stroll. He showed some decent pace. I know you guys weren't so convinced in the comment section, but Sebastian Vettel put in a great Grand Prix. I think finished 14th in the end. It was a decent Grand Prix for us, that one. The Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. And you can see he did finish 14th. He was a lap down, of course, but not too far behind. The McLarens finished comfortably ahead of both Haas cars, ahead of Tsunoda as well. And Nico Hülkenberg, had a very, very solid debut for the team. So, as I say, we've got this upgrade that is coming in. I'm really excited to see how we manage with it. So we've got the underfloor and the chassis design. So both of those things should have a reasonably big sort of impact on our team. So we can have those two made within 10 days, ready for the next Grand Prix. So we will go for that. So we'll get those manufactured, and hopefully we can manufacture the other part as well, the chassis design. So let's get two of those in, and we are going to have to rush those in to get them in time. So we should have them both on the car for Miami, as long as there's no problems. And as far as I know, that's not a thing in this game. So yes, we've got two underfloors and two chassis developments coming in. We will have a look at our next designing chapter, if you like, very, very shortly. So Charles Leclerc won the Grand Prix, qualified P2, and was able to finish ahead of his teammate Carlos Sainz. It's a big, big championship battle at the moment. 4 points separating the top three. While we haven't got any points this season, people are keeping an eye on us. And the board member, Patrick Stafford, has said they are very, very happy with the race. It was a great race and displayed the fine work. Our confidence in you has most certainly increased. So there you go. They are quite happy with that. They're happy with that last Grand Prix. So that's good to know. Very, very good to know. So we are going to keep going. We are going to keep pushing on and seeing how it goes. I am going to remove the or replace licensed music. I don't know what goes in there instead, but who knows? To be honest, I think it's during the Grand Prix they think that's licensed, but I'm not entirely sure. I certainly don't think the menu music is licensed, but because I haven't actually uploaded my first video on this to YouTube yet, I haven't worked out whether they're all going to be copyright strikes, but we live and learn. Yes, so we have got quite a few things coming up over the next week or so. Let's just have a look at those. So we've got we've got some manufacturing that needs completing. We've got the first aerodynamic testing period ending and the next one beginning. So we can't actually develop any new parts until the 2nd of May, so the start of next week. That's absolutely fine, and we should have that manufacturing all done, which will be really, really good before we get to the next Grand Prix. I'm just going to double check this. So new project design, if I was to say try the rear wing, yeah, we haven't got any capabilities there. We can do some research for next season. So we could perhaps look at the chassis for next season, but again, we'd have to put some hours in towards that. Okay, fair enough, right. What I do want to look at is the drivers for next season. So Vettel, of course, is currently in the seat. Do we want him next season? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Perez, Ricciardo, you know, they're possibilities. But personally, I might look at somebody like Lando Norris. Where is Lando Norris? He is 22. Goodness me, he is young. So we're going to scout Lando Norris because I think he'd be interested in coming. We are also going to... Well, we scouted Mick Schumacher. Ocon's the other one we'd like to get a full scout of. Pierre Gasly, potentially, might be somebody that would be interested and, you know, I think would be a good sign. And I think we want a young driver to go alongside Nico Hülkenberg in this team. And I think that could take the team forward. Now, Vettel, obviously, is a good option, but is retiring in real life. So I kind of want to continue that storyline, if you like, rather than do something that's not exactly realistic. But let's continue on. What have we got then? So we've got low stock of the front wing. So yeah, we have got enough of that, I think. The suspension is definitely something we want to get manufactured. Yeah, that will be enough. And then we can get that on Nico's car, which will be fine. Okay, right, continue on. Right, so let's stop. So we've got the new aerodynamic testing period, so we'll have a look at that in a second. So board confidence check-in, they're quite happy with us at the moment. The financial report, let's just have a little look at our balance. So projection-wise, we are going to go down slightly by the end of the season. What about our cost cap? We are projected to be well over our cost cap by the end of the year, which is good. And let's have a little look at sponsorships. As I say, I think we could perhaps get a few of those up there once we have got the upgrades on the car. So we have another six MAU hours to put into development of the car. We've got another 80 hours in the wind tunnel as well. The monthly car development report, we're still lacking in a lot of areas, which is a shame. Right, yeah, let's design a new part of the car. Which bit is going to do us good? I mean, side pods might be quite nice. Suspension might be quite nice. But where are we really lacking? High-speed corners, which again is another underfloor thing, I think. I do think another underfloor upgrade might be in order. If we put 2 hours into it, and let's say 30 wind tunnel hours. Will it make that much a difference? I mean, it says it will. It says it will. Let's go for high speed performance. What's low speed? Well, I mean, low speed could be very, very fruitful, but I think high speed corners, because there's a lot of high speed tracks coming up. If we went for optimized aerodynamics, and what if we went balanced? Okay. Okay. Let's go high speed performance. Let's go for that. That's fine. Okay, cool. Right, we're going to put 4 engineers on it. And we are going to try and rush it through in 47 days. Which is going to cost a bit, but I think that'll be good. 19th of June, that'll be ready for. And the other thing I want to do is research. So we are going to research a good part of the car. So why don't we research into the rear wing, which is something, well, or maybe the front wing, something that we've already upgraded this season, that we might not do much else on. So, yeah. So let's spend 6, I think. We don't... What will bring our acceleration? Will it eventually get to top speed? No. So why don't we do... 7 hours in the wind tunnel? And that will increase everything there. Yeah, let's try and play the game a little bit here. Let's do that. Sounds good. So assume that's fine. So yeah, we could. No, I think we want to go balanced. And let's stake 4 engineers on that. And that will be ready in 39 days. Okay. So that's research for next year. So already, you know, with half an eye on next year's car. So let's continue on then. Our suspension is complete, which is good. Let's get that on the car. Install on car 2. That's going to help Nico a little bit and maybe reduce that gap. We've got the underfloor complete. Should have another chassis. Yep, very good. So let's get those set up. Install on car 1. And just to keep them happy, we'll do the other one on car 2. So the underfloor can go on car 2. Nice. Right, continue. I'm hoping we're going to get those parts today. We definitely went for 2, didn't we? Do we have another one? Yes, we do. Okay, thank goodness. I was so concerned for a minute there. Right, underfloor. You guys just think I'm an idiot. Right, so we got all of that installed onto car 1 then. We've looked at that, that's fine. Race prep. Go to race preparation, that's okay. Let's just have a little look at our car. Let's do some car analysis. And let's show the rank on grid. So, yeah, I mean, we're still not quite there with everything. Getting there a little bit, I suppose. Let's have a look at McLaren, for instance. We are better than McLaren in some areas of the car, which is good. What about Haas? Haas are still miles better in most areas, as are Alpha Tauri. Alfa Romeo are better in all areas. What about Mercedes? Yeah. Williams, yeah, we should be trouncing Williams, and we are. So yeah, I suppose McLaren are the ones that we're fairly close to in terms of the constructors, so I'm quite happy that we're a little bit ahead of them at the very least. But yeah, we're ready to rock and roll and get into the race weekend, so here we go. Let's see how we get on in Miami. It's going to be a good one, hopefully.
We're in the state of year-round summer. It's the Miami Grand Prix, and we're here in Florida at the Miami International Autodrome. The streets of Miami Gardens will come alive with the roar of racing, and the excitement is only just beginning. Spectacle is the name of the game here in Miami, with a stadium at the heart of this track. With long straights and S-bends, not unlike Suzuka's Sector 1, proper ERS management is sure to give drivers an edge towards victory. At this early stage in the season, there are still plenty of opportunities for things to change. In this sport, there simply are no guarantees. So, without further ado, let's get started.
Okay, we're ready to go then. We're ready to hit the hay and get going with practice one. So I'll see you guys once we are finished. Well, there we are at the end of free practice one, and you can see in 16th position, we won the hard tyres. Now, this is what I really want us to take from this session, is that with the hard tyre runs, we were pretty competitive with AlphaTauri and Haas and Alfa Romeo. Even McLaren, you know, we're not too far behind. If we put the softer tyres on, then hopefully we can do a decent job. Both of them did all right in that session. We're going to simulate FP2 and FP3. I'd like them to go on the medium tyres for their runs in second practice. I think Vettel did all of his on the hard tyres, which is quite funny. So let's go to practice 2. Let's simulate the session and see how we get on. So 17th and 18th once again. That's on the soft tyres. So 2/10 behind McLaren with Sebastian Vettel. And 3/10 behind Vettel is Hülkenberg, but we're well ahead of Williams. So I'm pretty positive about those results. I think if we manage the session ourselves, we could well do something decent.
After a day of free practice yesterday, we wrap up with the third and final session before moving on to qualifying. Time and time again, we see just how little separates the drivers as they complete their qualifying laps. Those who have pushed that little bit harder during qualifying can be rewarded with a grid place that sets them apart from their competitors going into the race. So get yourselves comfortable, it's going to be quite the ride.
Okay. Right. Yeah, but I mean, both of their car setups could be slightly better, if I'm honest with you. The cornering of Seb's car could certainly be better. So how could we increase that? Let's fiddle around with this a little bit. So tough to get it absolutely spot on. So you don't want that. Yeah, hang on, let's revert that to the best setup, and then cornering wise, so this one we want to. Yeah, it's just so tough. That's probably the optimal. And then can we? Yeah, it's just not quite possible, I don't think, to get it exactly where we want it. Or where Seb wants it. Well, that's pretty close. Come on. Yeah, it's not bad, you know. Oh, yeah, we'll go for that. We'll go for that. He'll, of course, use soft tyres. Oh, this is for, well, for P3. Yeah, we said we wanted to use mediums, didn't we? That's fine. Right, what about Hülkenberg? That's optimal. That's good. Traction, as I say, is the tough one to manoeuvre, really. Maybe something like that could work quite well. Let's just... hang on. There we go. Just slight variations there, just to try and get that going. Right, perfect. Right, let's get that simulated. So a little bit of an insight as to how I set the cars up, which is probably all wrong, by the way. Wow, Hulkenberg a lot quicker than Vettel in that session. So maybe something has happened with Vettel's car. Not entirely sure. But yeah, let's get ready for qualifying. Now, parts-wise, I did want to get Nico Hulkenberg a fresh engine in there, which I think will help him out a little bit. His ERS is not too bad. Gearbox, not too bad either. What about Vettel's engine and ERS? Not bad. Okay. So we'll give Nico a new engine, and hopefully that will work out well for him. 91% confidence now. Yeah, I mean, we're not going to get much better than that. That is his highest confidence. So I think we leave it like that for now. Yeah, we've got 3 sets each of the soft tyres for qualifying. So let's go out there. Let's try and get through to Q2 for the first time this year. I genuinely believe we've got a chance of it here. So let's go.
Radio check.
Okay, 1, 2, loud and clear.
Okay, it's green now.
Okay, let's get Nico Hulkenberg out there very quickly and see what he can do. We'll get Seb out there as well. So, as I say, a genuine chance, I think, of getting through to Q2. I do think that. Upgrades seem to be working quite nicely. So let's run on board with Nico Hulkenberg. He's come out just behind Max Verstappen. Hopefully Max will get out of the way. It does look like he's doing that. That's good. A purple Sector 1. Let's keep an eye on Vettel's Sector 1 time. Vettel's generally been quicker than Hulkenberg. Yeah, and Vettel is showing who's boss. A little bit in Sector 1 there. Now into this very interesting middle sector. 21.3 through the middle sector. 21.1 for Vettel. So Vettel definitely looking slightly quicker in this first run of qualifying. Should be getting a distant tow as well. And Nico Hulkenberg, nice braking, comes round the final corner. He's going to come up to the line now. There goes Vettel. Past Max Verstappen. Here comes Hulkenberg up to the line. It's going to be a 1:31.9. What can Vettel do now? He comes through. What's it going to be for Vettel? Oh wow, a 1:31.2. That is a huge advantage over Nico Hulkenberg. Not entirely sure what's happened to him there. But maybe the Verstappen getting in the way, maybe that's what it was. Don't think we have got enough fuel to get him in there. But Vettel only 1.1 of Carlos Sainz, so you'd say that's going to be fine. So is Hulkenberg in? Yep, he is. Right. We're going to go out on the used set. We're going to go straight back out there. And see if he can do it. On those used tyres. Let's see what Vettel can do. I'll put him on new soft tyres. And we might do 2 flying laps with Vettel. no, we're not. That didn't really work out for us in Imola, so that's fine. We'll just reconfigure his car, get it ready. But yeah, let's see if Hulkenberg can do better. He should have a decent gap on the track here. As long as nobody else comes out and spoils the party. So let's see. I think there is a car not so far ahead of him on track. Hopefully they'll get out of the way. I'm not sure they're going to though. Yeah, I don't think this is ideal for him. Had to go do a little lift there, but it is slightly quicker through the first sector. Than what he managed on the first lap. These are on the used soft tyres, remember. They're currently 4th at the moment, splitting the McLarens up. Right, what's... Oh, good middle sector. 1-2 in the middle sector. Come on, son. This is good. This is very good. Comes up to the line. This is going to be a much better time for Hulkenberg. And that moves him to 1.6 seconds off the lead. Still ahead of Tsunoda. Obviously the Williams cars as well, but everybody has put in a representative time just yet. Let's see. After all is said and done. So let's get this reconfigured. We'll get that sorted out. His run plan, of course, is going to be that's fine. I suppose we could go for 2 with Hulkenberg on the new tyres. That's fine. Okay. So that's reconfigured. And with Vettel, we'll just do the 1 lap. So 1 minute 30, so we're looking at, what, 3 minutes? So I probably want to get him out there now, really. Track grip is not really going to increase between now and the end of the session, so we'll get Hulkenberg back out there on a nice clear track. And hopefully this time we won't have any distractions whatsoever. Vettel out there towards the end of the session. So Magnussen back in the pit. So here comes Hulkenberg, and here he starts his first of 2 flying laps. Everybody coming out now. Gonna just wait for our moment with Vettel. Hulkenberg is green in sector 1 and 2. Let's hop on board with him. Not on board with... Here we go, Hulkenberg comes up to the line. That is a quicker lap, I think. But not quick enough. Let's get Vettel out there. I think we've misjudged it with Vettel. I think because I was too busy trying to get Hulkenberg through. We're not gonna get him out there in time, so I think Vettel's gonna miss the line. Will Hulkenberg make it for his second flying lap? And Vettel, no, I was gonna say can he hold people up, but that's not gonna happen. Is Hulkenberg gonna make it? He might have doubly messed us up here. Hulkenberg's not gonna make it to the line. So this is going to be a nervous wait. We've got both Red Bulls. Yeah, there we go. End of session. Big misjudgment.
Okay, and all the way to 0. All the way to 0.
Ah, well. Let's have a look at sector times then. Everybody's improving. This could be us very much out of qualifying. We'll keep an eye on Mick Schumacher. He's going to be the first one across the line. Verstappen goes through. Perez is surely going to go through as well. Schumacher, where does he pop up to? Not far. Hulkenberg's out. What about Magnussen? He's a bit further back. Tsunoda's there as well. Albon's only made it to 17th. What can Latifi do? Tsunoda's next across the line. I think Vettel's alright here, you know. So Vettel's going to make it through to Q2, which is very positive. There goes Tsunoda through. Tsunoda knocks Schumacher out. Magnussen now. He comes across the line. And he goes up to 11th. Very good lap time from him. But Vettel, 12th place. That's frustrating because I think Hulkenberg could have done better on that final lap. But he is out in Q1. He goes out in 18th place. Whether he could have made 4 tenths up, I don't know. But the pace was in the car. That is for sure. So, Vettel, I think, let's do the run on the heat cycle tyres first up. And let's get him straight into Q2 then. Manage Q2. And here we go. I'm ready for this. Sebastian, get out there straight away.
Radio check. Radio check.
Let's try and get this sorted. I'd love Vettel to go through to Q3 here. That would be absolutely awesome. I don't think it's possible, but let's throw everything behind it and see what we can do. So Vettel starting his flying lap now. It was sort of 31.7, I think, in Q1, wasn't it? Let me have a look at lap history. It doesn't look like it, which is a shame. Events. No. Don't think so. Vettel comes up to the line of 1:31.2. That's a very, very good time from Vettel. Zhou comes across the line, and he's slower. Zhou is slower. So let's see where he is after all of that. Norris goes quicker. Perez again slower in his first flying lap. Ocon's slower. They're all struggling, to be honest with you. People are going for maybe 2 flying laps, so just hoping for the best on their second run. Now, how long have we got? We've got 5 minutes 40, which isn't going to be enough for 2 flying laps, so we'll send Vettel out at the back of the train. But he's currently in 7th place. Now Perez will go above him. Russell will. Sainz will. So that puts him 10th. He's got an outside chance. Bottas is the one I would think is probably going to better him. So here comes Vettel then. He's going to be last in the train. What can he do? Can he get us through to Q3? That would be an absolutely awesome result if he could pull it off. Driving at risk at the minute. Daniel Ricciardo. Both McLarens in the top 10. So they look like they've definitely improved. Ocon's going to be first over the line. So here comes Esteban Ocon then starting his flying lap. We're going to keep an eye on sector times. And we're going to hop on board with Sebastian Vettel. So here we go. Can Sebastian Vettel get us through to Q3 for the first time this year? Lots of greens in the first sector for Bottas, Ocon, Russell. What about the Gasly's slower in the first sector? Can Vettel better his first sector? Here he comes round. That's pretty fast through there. Let's see. Yes, green in sector 1. Ricciardo slower in sector 1 as well. How much quicker was that? 34.2. That's pretty damn good. He's just got to make sure he aces this middle sector. And those guys are going to do well. Ocon up to 5th. Ocon up to 5th. Vettel goes green in sector 2. And with who else is that? Gasly's gone quicker. Russell's gone quicker. Verstappen goes quickest. Vettel, Le Mans at risk now. Bottas goes up to P4. Are any of those guys gonna drop down? Sainz goes up to 2nd. Now, what time do we need? We need a 1:30.9 really. We come up to the line, it's a very good time, and it's a 31 flat, which puts us P12. Very, very good lap from Sebastian Vettel there at the end, and misses out on Q3 by a 1/10 of a second. And that's not bad. That's not bad. That's what we were looking for from our upgrade, really. He was quicker in session 2, which is all you want. Kevin Magnussen there, 13th, very good. But Lando Norris through to the pole position shootout. Obviously, it's still a long way for us to go to get into that top 10, but very, very happy with Sebastian Vettel there. Awesome stuff.
Welcome to race day. And before we get down to it, last-minute checks are being made.
There was some good work from Aston Martin during the qualifying session, and they will go to the grid full of confidence. McLaren did a decent job during qualifying. This is a solid grid position, and it certainly has the potential to lead to good race results. And the race will be taking place under blue skies. That means the teams should be able to apply their strategies without any added complications.
57 laps await our competitors here in Miami, so may the best driver win.
Okay, we're ready and round to go then. Don't know what the weather report is likely saying. It's saying rain, actually, there. So it could be a bit of a tussle. But, yeah, moderate rain. There you go. That's what the weather forecast is saying. So we got to see if we can do it. Our target was to reach Q3. But we have hit our qualifying streak, which is good. Can we do we can do a guarantee. Okay, fair enough. No, that is where we're going to leave it for now. Let's see how we get on in the race. Okay, so with the rain in mind, I am kind of tempted to go for a slightly longer first stint. Let's go into the strategy straight away. So when are we expecting the rain? We're expecting the rain around lap 10. So actually, do we want to go softs and then burn them out? Maybe we do. Maybe we do. So let's go C. Let's swap the tyres round here. Let's go soft, medium, soft. Do we have enough soft tyre compounds? What compounds do we have? So we got a brand new set, and we got 2 fairly new sets, but I mean that one's almost new. So yeah, I suppose we could do that. So let's do that. Let's edit that strategy. Let's go soft, medium, soft. We're going to go very aggressive to start out. We're going to bring that medium tyre strategy back there. I mean, we might have to go soft, medium, medium. If we're being brutally honest. I think that's what we're going to have to do. If it turns out dry. But we know it's probably going to turn out wet. So yeah, we'll go for that one with Vettel. And I think we do the same with Hulkenberg, quite honestly. I think we start on the soft tyres. He's got 2 sets of soft tyres. So yeah, let's go for that with Hulkenberg as well. So we want a 2-stop strategy. Softs to start off. I mean, we could go soft, soft, hard, just to mix it up a bit with Hulkenberg. So that's something good there. Yeah, that looks pretty good, actually. Yeah, let's go for that. So we're starting both of our drivers on soft compound tyres, which, you know, might be an absolute disaster. But it might not be. You know, I think we're expecting rain, so let's play on that. We're going to go aggressive from the start, and let's see how we get on. Here we go.
We have beautiful blue skies overhead as the drivers line up on the grid. And there's Sebastian Vettel. They're starting in the bottom half of the grid today, so there's a lot of cars between them and the podium. There's the second Aston Martin. With their starting position in the back 10, they'll have their work cut out for them. The race start is mere seconds away.
Here we go then.
The newest races in F1, and hopefully one of the most exciting too. It's the Miami Grand Prix.
It's lights out, away we go.
And away we go.
We're going to hop on board with Sebastian Vettel straight away. He's been a very good starter this season, so let's see what he can pull off here. Straight away we're going to have a look at tyres, and ourselves and Hulkenberg are the only ones out there on soft tyres. But annoyingly, the game has put Vettel on the used soft tyres. I don't know why that is. I think I must have made a mistake, actually. And now that could mess it up royally. It really could. I mean, hopefully that wet weather comes sooner than we think. It should come at the start of Vettel's pit window, so I guess it'll be alright. Meanwhile, Hulkenberg, he's going to push hard.
No saving required.
Yep.
With fuel as well. And we'll put them both on overtake, try and make some early ground here. So Vettel already having a look at Lando Norris. This is looking pretty good for an overtake early in this Grand Prix. Vettel through on Lando Norris, and maybe for the first time this season we could potentially be looking at running in the points in a race.
You're doing a good job.
And Nico, wow, he's just rocketed past 2 cars.
Good job.
Fantastic stuff from Nico Hulkenberg. I would love to have seen a replay of that.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
Apparently he
Here's the
overtook
replay.
Zhou.
So this was the Aston Martin.
Oh, it was very nearly an incident there. And Zhou seemed to just stop in his tracks. So maybe that's what that was all about. That was still in 11th. Let's get back on to overtake. Let's see if we can catch up to Esteban Ocon, who's on the hard tyres as well. This is exactly where we should be making some inroads here. Making good ground on Ocon ahead. Hulkenberg, he's having a little look at Daniel Ricciardo. Is he going to go down the inside? He's having a look. He's still having a look. This is a very, very aggressive start to the race from Nico Hülkenberg. That's going to turn into the inside line, but Ricciardo stayed there.
This is good. Come on.
And now, can Vettel make it past Ocon here? He is using his overtake again. Closing in with the straight line speed, and there goes Ocon. And we are going to be up to 10th here. Very, very nice. So Vettel through.
That's it.
And this is exactly what we wanted as part of our strategy. And
DRS will be active.
DRS is going to be enabled on lap 3 of this Grand Prix. And once again, Hülkenberg closing up on Daniel Ricciardo. As I say, it's been a very aggressive start of the Grand Prix for both of our drivers. It could come back to bite us if the weather doesn't come. We are still expecting it though. Very, very shortly. So Hülkenberg has passed Daniel Ricciardo, by the way.
Aston Martin with a great
Vettel
play
right
there.
behind.
They've moved up a place.
Valtteri Bottas is going to have DRS here. Will not even need DRS though. Hülkenberg a bit further back, but Vettel's going to be through on Bottas, and now Gasly and Alonso are the next cars ahead. So Vettel up to P9 now. This is really exciting. We could well end up with points in this race as long as the rain does come. So let's try and keep close to these guys. I'm going to knock that down back to balanced. Hülkenberg's still going to go with that. Hülkenberg. Let's have a little look at interval. 1 second behind Magnussen. Needs to get into that 1 second window of K-Mag. And somebody's ran wide. It wasn't Vettel, no. Oh, VSC, right. Let's conserve.
I think there's been contact on the track.
So
Let's
crash
have a
involving
look.
multiple
Now
cars.
let's
So what's
look. We're
has happened
watching
here?
Nicholas Latifi.
It's like Latifi.
That's the contact.
Oh, dearie
there.
me.
Oh, there's chaos on the track.
And it was both Williams cars.
Virtual safety car.
I'm going to ignore it. That's actually going to help us out. So Hülkenberg currently in 14th.
Get back off.
Copy.
Yeah, take it easy.
Copy.
Yeah, we don't want to lose out too much. Feels like other people are definitely not adhering to the safety car rules. As Vettel was right behind Pierre Gasly before this period. Yeah, Vettel closing back in again now. Hopefully Hülkenberg will do the same. We're still on virtual safety car. And both the Williams cars are in the pit lane. When is that rain coming? It's apparently coming. Very, very shortly. 8 minutes is what we're expecting. We're still under virtual safety car conditions. So here we go, it is ending. So I'm going to go to push and push. And of course, overtake. But we haven't been harvesting the energy. That
Need to charge it.
is a bit of an issue.
Copy that.
The virtual safety car is ending.
Hopefully it will naturally come back
Stop
this
lifting
lap.
coast.
Maybe if we just go
Copy.
neutral for this lap. But Vettel straight back on the back of Pierre Gasly, and we are back underway in this Miami Grand Prix. It's been an exciting start here. And Vettel may well get Pierre Gasly here. Nice and close. DRS becomes active. No. It's going around the outside, which of course turns into the inside in a little bit. Hulkenberg not many places behind. Oh, so there was nearly an incident between these two. Now I'm going to go to overtake. Same with Hulkenberg. Try and get Vettel past here. Here we go. This should be enough.
We have low battery.
Copy.
And we are through. Oh, we should have been. Didn't quite happen. Well, 7 laps in. We haven't had any rain just yet. Well, Vettel P9. And there we go.
Expecting rain pretty soon.
Copy.
Is that the rain starting to drop? Not quite. Vettel right behind Pierre Gasly. Hulkenberg right behind Kevin Magnussen. Here we go with Vettel. It's gotta be it, is it? Oh, it's so close. Straight line speed of the Alpha is too good. Vettel having a look. That's an awesome move. Is he through? I think he is. What a move that is from Sebastian Vettel. And he is through. So,
Looks like Aston Martin have just
can he
gained
push
a race position.
and try and catch Fernando Alonso, or will Pierre Gasly get him back here? Be interesting to watch this. No, Vettel's absolutely fine there.
DRS enabled.
So it seems like DRS wasn't a thing in those 2 laps. That's a bug that needs sorting out, or just an oversight. The VSC, it should just go back to normal racing conditions straight away. So Vettel catching up to Fernando Alonso.
We are expecting rain pretty soon.
2 minutes to heavy rain. Rain started. Rain has started. Let's hop on board, and you can see very clearly the rain has started. Now, how are we looking on track water levels? Yeah, I think we need to get in this lap. So we're going to pit Sebastian Vettel onto intermediate tyres this lap. And we're going to just get him in there.
Box.
On standard for that.
Okay, so just lift and coast.
Copy.
And I think we want to try and get Nico Hulkenberg in as well and go for a double stack. And this has got to work. So here comes Sebastian Vettel into the pit lane.
Pit lane.
And this is exactly what we wanted to happen.
Copy. He's picking it up.
So, double stack. It's going to have to be mighty quick work. Come on. That's not bad. Is Vettel, why is Vettel not away? he's away now. Hulkenberg's in. And we're away. That's not too bad, I don't think. But Vettel has lost out to Gasly again. I'm going to go fairly aggressive with him.
Happy to push.
Yeah, copy.
I'm going to go fairly aggressive with him as well. Okay. Let's see how things are going, because Perez, Russell, Sainz, even Leclerc, they're all out there. They're on the hard tyres. I mean, Verstappen isn't. Got a few on mediums there as well. That'll up in 15th as it stands. Big queue of cars here. Let's try and work out what on earth is going on here. I'm going to put Vettel onto the overtake. We're going to push him. I'm going to attack. Go, go, go. Come on, Vettel.
Rears are hot. Yeah.
Why is he not? There we go. I didn't know why he wasn't going for it there. There could be an incident here, you know. I'll slowed right down. This is a proper glitch, isn't it?
Aston Martin with a great play
Yeah.
there. They've moved up a place.
You're in a good place.
So Hulkenberg now just behind Sebastian Vettel. I'm not sure that is good, but Vettel into the points. Vettel in 10th place. And now, unfortunately, has lost out to Gasly and Alonso. But I suppose through all of this, Hulkenberg has made it up to 12th position, which is pretty good, actually. You know, we'll settle for that. Gonna go
Back a
aggressive.
bit.
Copy.
And we should be in with a shout in this Grand Prix. With some very, very good points. We've got good straight line speed, we've got good pace. In general, it'll be good to see if Vettel can catch up to Gasly. I think some people are thinking about coming in for wet tyres. I mean, that would be an interesting choice. Do we bring Hulkenberg in? What do we think is going to happen? I suppose it is going to get very, very wet, isn't it? And we're currently at about 4. I think we split the strategy here. I think Hulkenberg's going to be our risk taker. He's going to go onto the wets. So how do I get... There we go. He's going to come in straight away. He's going to pop on the wet tyres. And they might last him the rest of the race. So Hulkenberg's going to come in. Vettel's going to stay out. And let's see. Let's see which strategy comes out on top.
Box.
Is everybody coming in? Doesn't look like it. A lot of people have stayed out. There's, some have come in, some have definitely stayed out though. Certainly the people around us seem to have gone for wets. How is Vettel doing compared to people on wets? That's going to be the big question. So let's get the live timings up. Hulkenberg doing 44. Oh, it's so difficult to keep track of. Vettel up to 6th position now. Hulkenberg up to 11th. Vettel's been caught. Oh, wow, he's been caught massively, isn't he? And Vettel needs to come in now. Although, is it I think it is getting better, isn't it? Track conditions. They're going to get better before they get worse again. So, as I say, let's stick with Vettel being the risk taker here. We'll say, don't fight teammate. This is going to be a really odd order, isn't it? Hulkenberg, don't make contact.
Come on.
Currently P8. P8.
So Vettel is 8th at the moment. Still
Good, come on.
going well. We're going to attack on those tyres. We might as well
Looks like Aston Martin have just
stick
gained a
on
race
this as
position.
well. So Hulkenberg into the top 10 now. We've got a double points finish as it stands. Is Vettel going to be able to hold everybody off? He should become, in theory, quick again as soon as that drops below 4 millimeters of rain. It's not going to be easy. Is Hulkenberg through? Gonna have to drop out? Nope. And then I think Vettel's gonna let him past here. So Hulkenberg might be able to push on here.
Aston
There you go.
Martin with a great play there. They've
Vettel
moved
through.
up a place.
And now let's get back on that.
Really?
So Vettel in 10th. Bottas just behind Hulkenberg, but
Alfa
now
Romeo just moved up a place.
this is where Vettel is going to be back in with a shout. So this is where the race gets incredibly interesting, in my opinion, because you can see Vettel is going to be quicker than the guys around him on those intermediate tyres, simply because the weather has improved slightly. But the problem is the weather is going to get worse in around about 6 laps time, so you don't want to bring everybody in again. To just change back onto the extreme wets in a few laps. So will Vettel be able to get Bottas? That's the question here. I mean, do we? Vettel is coming at Bottas. Let's get on board with him. Yeah. It's just behind Nico. So for the sake of Vettel's race, do we say to Nico, don't fight teammate? Or do we just let them race? Because that could compromise Nico's race if we let Vettel through, and that could let Bottas through as well. So there we go. We're gonna live and die by our decisions on the pit wall. It could well end in disaster. We're gonna trust Nico Hulkenberg to do a good job on these extreme wet tyres. Vettel may well make it past anyway here. No, not going to. Now the bad rain is going to start again almost immediately. The problem Vettel has got is that these Tyres are going to last us till the end of this Grand Prix. With Nico. I'm going to say don't fight, teammate. There we go. Let's get back in the action, Nico. That was good. That was well choreographed. And now the heavy rain starts again. We need Vettel to push on. Use these tyres as best he can. And as soon as that gets to 4mm, we need to come in. So the interval, he's just about a second ahead of Nico. He's gaining good time on Fernando Alonso now. I think he is going to have to come in this lap though, Sebastian Vettel. So it's not really worked out. Oh, right, so wet tyres. It is going to be. And they should last us most of the rest of this race. So Vettel's coming in.
Copy. Just pit limiter. Just a reminder on pit limiter.
And Hülkenberg now is very much our lead driver. I thought it was a risk going on to the wet tyres with Hülkenberg. I thought the Inters would survive a bit better, but it hasn't worked out that way. And now Vettel down in 15th position, but at the very least should be able to attack his tyres all the way into the end of this Grand Prix.
So Sebastian, we are all okay on fuel, so you can do what you want for speed.
So let's see what he can do between now and the end of this race. Hülkenberg's still in P8, and still a decent gap to Bottas behind, and particularly Gasly. So we are going to zoom forward this race. I'm going to keep an eye on the amount of track water. Because weather is improving slightly. Oh no, Hülkenberg's locked up. He's not in the wall, is he? He is. Oh no.
Oh, and that's a crash! Let's see what happened there. Let's have a look here. This was the Aston Martin.
Oh, that is devastating. He just went wide into the wall, and that has cost us points.
They won't have been expecting that.
I think Hülkenberg is out.
That's going to be a big blow to the team. Will they be able to recover? We'll see.
Nico. Right, we need to get him in. Let's go straight on to some more wet tyres. Needs to replace the front wing. That should hopefully help. So yeah, suspension's got minor damage as well, so that's not going to help the rest of Nico's Grand Prix. Let's tell him not to fight, teammate. Oh, Vettel nearly went into the back of Hülkenberg there. Goodness me. That was nearly a disaster. And what could have been a fabulous Grand Prix has now turned into... stick to the end here. Hope for the best, but I suppose should have probably went intermediates with Hülkenberg. So look, the track is going to get better for the rest of this race now. Tempted to just bring him straight back in. I know it costs him another 20 seconds, but being on the right tyres...
Rears are hot.
Yeah.
Could well be what he needs. So we're going to bring him straight back in and put him onto the intermediate tyres.
Box.
Because if a safety car comes out, then we'd be in the correct position. Now, let's see what people do here. Are people going to come into the pits this early? I don't think so. So Hulkenberg's in. And now on intermediate tyres. So hopefully he can push on. Take them most of the way. Saying the tyres are getting warm. If we look at the weather, don't think we're going to get wet weather conditions again, so I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to put Vettel on intermediates as well.
Okay, box.
Pit lane.
So here we go. This could be strategy disaster.
Make sure you get your pit limiter as you come in the pit lane.
Going off the weather forecast, I don't see why you would want to be out there on wet tyres. Let's have a look at last lap times. Let's have a look at Hulkenberg's first lap time. So there goes Sebastian Vettel. Back out there. And Hulkenberg is coming around now. What sort of time is he going to put in on these intermediate tyres? A pretty good one, a 42.2, which is better than everybody up to Perez in 6th. So I think that's the way to go. It is going to rain a little bit more. As I said, it is going to get up to that point. But I mean, maybe our weather forecasts are wrong, because we were projecting it to be coming down now. It's currently teetering on the edge of 4mm, which would bring the wets back into play. But we are catching Mick Schumacher ahead here. So let's get him on push.
You can stop, lift and coast.
Copy.
Hulkenberg is catching Zhou as well. So yeah, let's push this forward. Let's see what we can actually produce in this Grand Prix. So can Vettel make a move on Mick Schumacher? Oh, it's back up to 4. And that's been changed to wet again. Well, this is not what we wanted. Well, I think we just commit. We just commit to it. It's gone back again. Under 4. Which brings the Inters back in. So where's Nico at the moment? He's 18th. He was catching up to Zhou before. No longer though. I'm in a 50 last lap.
Looks like Aston Martin.
Oh, and Vettel has made a move on Mick Schumacher. So
it involves Sebastian Vettel.
There you go. And this is what I mean. I think the intermediates are the tyre to be on. They've got just that little bit more grip.
Big move for them.
Very,
and a
very
race
good.
Position gained.
So now let's push on,
Back in the
Sebastian.
garage.
Let's go. Come on. This is what we need, Seb. Some tyres are getting warm. Don't think we need to worry at this stage. Let's get back to that. It's already making big time on Mick Schumacher. Let's have a look on intervals. So he's 18 seconds behind the McLaren cars. How much can he bring that down? Let's keep pushing. And we're similar with Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg is catching up to Zhou Guanyu. Of course, Hulkenberg will forever have the issue that he has pitted an extra time. And the rain looks like it's started again and is getting heavier, which is not what we were expecting. But as I say, we are just gonna commit, I think. And there goes Mick Schumacher. Now what we need
Someone's run wide.
is a safety car. That's what we need. Alright, so Vettel once again back into being fast. But it's all whether we'll stay in this optimal window for these tyres. It is dropping again. Rain has stopped on track. Rain has stopped. So Hulkenberg, what could we do with Hulkenberg to get him back into this? I'm not sure. Once it goes below 1, you're then looking at having a completely different race on your hands. That was massively catching up to the McLarens. Let's hop on board with Seb and see how this track is looking. It's looking pretty dry, isn't it? Track water 1.15. Well, nearly. Who's had a crash? Not us. Thankfully. Safety car. Safety car is out. Right. Hulkenberg is near the end of the lap. We're going to bring him in. How long will the soft tyres last? 22 laps, apparently. So let's get him in and let's get the soft tyres on. I think do the same with Vettel. Because I don't think it's going to rain again. So I think we want to be out there. Right, safety car is out. I don't know who...
Safety car.
I don't know who is...
No DRS.
Hang on.
No boxing.
No, we are boxing. Whew, I think. Yeah. So, it was Kevin Magnussen. So what has happened here...
Look. All eyes on Kevin Magnussen here.
So he's been passed by one of the Alpines. Oh my goodness me.
That's very unfortunate.
That was a huge crash. To be fair. Hulkenberg's in. He's going to go on to the soft tyres.
Track is pretty dry, so don't damage these tyres, especially high speed.
Yeah.
Alonso's in. Is Alonso putting on the soft tyres? Let's see. He's putting inters on. Gasly's in, Ocon's in. So this is going to be really interesting, this end of the race. Vettel's of course going to be coming in. What tyres are people going for? Hulkenberg's on softs. Vettel's obviously going to be on softs. I think everybody else is genuinely going on intermediate tyres. I mean, Hamilton's gone onto the wets for some bizarre reason. We could be in with a huge chance here. It all stems on whether we will be allowed to pass as a lapped car. And there you go, everybody has come in for the soft tyres now. But because Vettel's was lapped, he's coming back round now. Where's Hulkenberg? Hulkenberg's 16th. Is he going to be allowed to repass everybody?
So safety car will be in this lap. Safety car will be in this lap.
Vettel has been absolutely shafted here. As is Hulkenberg. Yeah, because Vettel can't catch up in time. I mean, Vettel should be absolutely flooring it right now. He's not doing that though. Yeah, we've only got a few laps left, so
There is no overtaking until the control line, and there'll be 2 laps with no DRS.
this ain't good. I think we need to go aggressive all the way to the end now. So here we go. Let's see what on earth Hulkenberg can reproduce here.
Yep.
Yeah, he has to let people past. This is the issue. So Hamilton leading this Grand Prix. Bizarrely. Verstappen second, Sainz third, Leclerc fourth, Russell fifth. Perez currently 6th, Alonso 7th, Bottas 8th. Okay. Where's Hulkenberg? Where's Vettel? Vettel's just starting the lap now. I mean, he might take fastest lap. But other than that, Vettel's not really going to get anything from this. I think we just push it on now.
Aston Martin with a great play there.
Hulkenberg got
They've moved up a
Schumacher.
place.
And Vettel's put in the fastest lap of the race, as I said. I'm not surprised by that. Vettel's in clear air. He's not going to keep the fastest lap.
DRS is enabled. DRS is enabled.
Surely Hamilton will take that off him. DRS enabled. Where's Hulkenberg? So yeah, Hulkenberg up to 14th now. But this is the issue. Vettel's in 13th, so Hulkenberg must be a complete lap behind, is he? Yeah, he's a lap behind Vettel. So yeah, we've just been unlucky, I think, with how it all transpired. Well, there's not much else for us in this Grand Prix. Oh, and he's spun. Isn't going to help you. I mean, he wasn't going to
crash on the track.
catch up anyway.
Let's take a look at the replay.
So did he
this
actually
was the
crash?
Aston Martin.
Oh, he did. He did.
Oh, a nasty crash there.
So Vettel's going to have to come in. Yeah, put on another set of softs, I suppose. I've got no replacement front wing, so wow. Yeah. we are in big trouble. Big trouble. Aerodynamics wise. That's not going to help. Now, is Hulkenberg going to pass Vettel here? That's a question. I don't actually think he is. Or is he? No. And Hulkenberg's a lap behind Ricciardo, of course, so he can't get any further up. He's stuck. So on to the last lap of this Grand Prix. And it's going to be the one that got away, I think, from us. Hulkenberg there, you can see he's got the pace to get past Daniel Ricciardo, but it's just to unlap himself. So let's just push on to the end of this race and take the 13th and 14th, although he's lost out there by the looks of it.
A position gained for Alfa Romeo.
Looks like Vettel may well get the fastest lap.
Used energy.
Copy.
But yeah, so Max Verstappen has won. Lewis Hamilton finished second. Excellent result for him. Sainz third and Leclerc fourth. There's Hulkenberg. No, he's not going to manage to get over the line before Zhou. So P15 for Nico Hulkenberg. Not bad. Not bad. I think he could have done better though. And that's where the big disappointment comes. It was an incident-filled race. Our strategy was sound, but just didn't pay off in the end.
Sorry, guys.
P13. Get.
Sebastian Vettel with a comfortable result for his team here. Aston Martin had a good enough weekend, but there's still some margin for improvement here.
There will definitely be some lessons to learn for them, but this was solid work.
With the race wrapped up, the team is ranked in 9th in the constructor standings.
Formula One will be back to Europe for the next round, on the shores of the Mediterranean, with some heated competition to look forward to in Spain.
Well, there you have it then. Max Verstappen wins the Miami Grand Prix. Hamilton second, Sainz third, Leclerc fourth, and Perez fifth. Russell finishes sixth, Alonso a great seventh, Bottas eighth, Gasly ninth, and Esteban Ocon finishes in P10. Vettel finishes P13 with Hulkenberg in P15. I definitely think we could have got more out of that. Verstappen takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship, 10 points ahead of Charles Leclerc in second. Sainz is third. Hamilton up to fifth. Constructors-wise, we are still in 9th place. Ferrari leading the way at the top. Now, have we got... Yes, we got a development point for Vettel. And should have a... close to a development point for Hulkenberg. Not quite, though. Should be able to give Vettel a boost into the next Grand Prix, but that... upgrade complete. So we got the wind tunnel. Now that should help us out. But that is where we're going to leave it for today. If you have enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager content. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and goodbye.